Honorable Minister Heer, Minister of Mass Media and Information, Honorable Mr. Mahinda Bevardhana, Minister of Agriculture, His Excellency Mr. Hussain Shihab, Maldivian High Commissioner, the visiting delegation from Coventry University, CIRP academic and administrative staff, special invitees, the graduating students, parents, family and friends. Good evening to all of you. It is with great pleasure, coupled with as much anxiety, that I deliver this speech. A pleasure because it's the first ever valedictorian speech for CIRP. And anxiety also because it's the first ever valedictorian speech for CIRP. I treated this pretty much like how I did my class assignments. So you know how we did those, by Googling, YouTubing, right? But just like all those assignments, it was deja vu all over again. So many speeches, but not a single one for a psychology class. I could feel my anxiety escalating. Wanting to start with an uneasy confession only added to it. About 4 years ago, I sauntered into CIRP, then located down Duplication Road, with my own noble motivation. The desire to garner great insight into the human mind, to persuade people to do things, actually to get them to buy things they don't even really need. You see, I'm a brand strategist, and that's what I do. So on day one, I felt really bad about myself. Why? Because I discovered, quite unlike me, my batchmates were there with the most bizarre intentions, like saving women, children, working with the disabled, promoting equality, reforming education. So I began to wonder, what am I really doing here? Because up to that point, I had only seen people as mere consumers. But soon, the fog dissipated. I began to see the many facets to the human condition, well beyond their consumption habits alone. I learned a lot of new things, like how unresolved conflicts with your mother can haunt you not just in your childhood, but for the rest of your life. I thought I was doomed. Then I also learned about the joys, challenges, and conflicts of being human, and seeing it all from different vantage points. Enrolling for this Coventry CIRP MSc program was a great moment for me. It was taking a major step in my life. It was also cause for a great deal of anxiety, because it was a major commitment on my part. Also, Coventry University and CIRP were conducting a controlled experiment on the group. We didn't know how it would eventually turn out for us. Then we were running through the vast maze of psychology, much like lab rats, administered often with shocks of assignments and exams from time to time. During such times, the complexion of the class turned to that of the support group, encouraging one another, helping each other during times of anxiety. Being a naturally collaborative bunch, we wish we would be allowed to collaborate even during exams. We were fortunate to have Mr. Weerasinghe and Mr. Lakmal Ponnamperuma to guide us through it all. We would not be here today if not for your dedication, commitment, and hard work. Thanks also to Dr. Mandy, Liana, Chaturika, and Anuza, and to Dr. J for her scientifically proven ghost stories that kept some of us awake on many a night. Thank you. Some of us felt that we got a lot more than what was specified in the curriculum of the Coventry University. More because some of my batchmates and I fully resolved our childhood conflicts and traumas and stand here as a healthy, wholesome adult. Learning psychology means the mastering of a different set of skills. It goes beyond just earning a certificate and adding letters to tell your name. It's about embracing psychology and allowing you to transform yourself. I can proudly say that my experience with psychology has helped me to be even better human being. I listen to others with greater empathy. And now I have become even more inclusive. I connect even better with people. More than anything else, I can better understand myself. This has helped me both professionally and personally. I'm not sure if any other subject will enable people to have such a holistic perspective. leaving us more prepared for the ups and downs in life. Dr. Darshan's promise to provide us clinical training on completion of this MSc will only add to all that. I have no doubt that he will fulfill that promise and enable us not only to help ourselves, but also to help others. So most of us will feel that we got more from this MSc than we had bargained for. We, the class of September 12, are the batch that has made history by being the first MSc students in applied psychology, something that evoked both excitement and anxiety at the same time. Thankfully, the anxiety portion is now over. Today at last, we enjoy having created that history. We will surely sleep better tonight. Yeah. I will miss the intellectually stimulating discussions I thoroughly enjoyed with my fellow MSCers, not to mention the various debates and role-playing sessions at classes. It will be with amusement that I will recall being made to play the deeply negative role of the alcoholic, the womanizer, and the fact that I was thought of as being the hardest to counsel, to the extent that no one ever wanted me to be their patient. I must conclude with my other confession. Enrolling for psychology was the second best decision I made in my life. The first, of course, being choosing whom to spend my life with. I want to thank her for her patience and support, including throughout this course. Socrates once said, "Unexamined life is not worth living." But I'm sure some branches of psychology would modify the quote to, "Life without anxiety is not worth living." See, anxiety could be the beginning of transformation and not just gastritis. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you very much to our valedictorian. So that was what went behind the scenes,